All right. Alexandra, thank you so much for allowing me to record this portion of our interview. So I'd like to go ahead and get started. Can you explain your experience in assisting litigation cases?
Sure. So presently, I work along with mostly sole practitioners. I assist them with their practice. So I provide them with legal research, legal drafting, basically anything that they need to support their practice. So, for instance, I've worked along with one attorney who was primarily focused on personal injury. I've worked with another who was her practice mainly concerned intellectual property. I have another who dealt with like landlord and tenant cases. So they would just, let me know what it is that they need, and I would provide the required support.
Okay, wonderful. Can you explain your experience with drafting legal documents such as pleading, motions, and briefs?
Sure. So I have, I think, pretty good experience drafting the same, even though I'm not US artist yet. I have worked along with numerous US attorneys, so they have provided me with the necessary precedent that I might need, as well as I have familiarity with using Westlaw, so I am able to access the um, required documents in terms of drafting. Once again, while I'm from a different jurisdiction. I would admit that right away. Basically, in my opinion, law is pretty much the same across the board. The factors that you have to consider are usually the same. And so, in terms of drafting, I think that my legal experience as well as law school has adequately provided me with the tools that I need to be, efficient at drafting. So, I think have the requisite.
Okay, wonderful. How do you handle high pressure situations and tight deadlines?
I'm pretty used to it. Working in litigation, I know is usually fast paced, and it's also usually very time sensitive. You have a lot of penalties that you can incur if you fail to meet deadlines, etc. So I think I'm pretty well, um, I'm used to ensuring that I meet the requisite deadlines. And in terms of planning, calendaring, making sure that things are filed on time, making sure that I follow up, in order to progress cases as they need to be. I think I have great experience in that regard.
Okay, wonderful. And how do you stay updated on changes in legal procedures, rules, and regulations related to litigation?
Well, I read a lot. The internet can be a black hole. And so while Google is very, very helpful, sometimes I read journals, I read different articles. I do stay up to date with US changes in the US law. Um, so that's basically how I do it, and as well as talking to other attorneys and other lawyers. And my sister-in-law, she's an attorney. She's actually Florida bar. So her and I, whenever we get together at family functions, it's basically talking about the law and talking about, you know, um, we like to talk about the differences with our two jurisdictions. So, for instance, like in America, you guys call it interrogatories, but in the Bahamas, we call it, requests for further and better particulars. But it's basically the same thing. So, we have a lot of fun with that. So I talk to other lawyers and other, legal scholars, and so that's how I think that I stay up to date with what's happening. Mhm.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much again for allowing me to record this portion of the interview. I'm going to go ahead and stop it now, but don't hang up. We have a few more things to chat about.
No
Thank you.
problem. Thank you.